Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Camping in Africa Hacks. As you know, it's always lovely having you guys with us. Today we're going to share something that literally never leaves the car. It's our trusty old spare wheel carrier bag, and it stays on the back of the Land Rover. Hartzog, you with me here today? As you know, our resident hack man and gadget man. How are you doing today? You doing good?
Excellent, thank you very much. Can't better.
We're going to talk a bit about this bag. It's a very useful piece of kit, especially if you want to drive around things that you don't necessarily want inside your car itself, because the bag stays outside of the car. So you can put a lot of kit and gadgets and tools in here, or stuff that you easily need to access. You can also put in here, which makes it very, very easy. The bag itself, so the concept of it is you place it, cars like the Defender who's got a spare wheel mounted on the back, or on bakkies you can put a spare wheel carrier up on the back as well of your bakkie. You see that a lot, or I know like the Jimneys also have one on the back, and a lot of the SUVs have a spare wheel on the back. So you just put the bag over the tire or over the spare wheel at the back. At the back, it's got two straps that crosses over, that you just clip it on, that hooks it on and keeps it on. As we load our spare wheel carrier bag quite a lot, and it's quite heavily loaded. We usually have a ratchet strap like this that we would just wrap around the tire and fasten it so it stays a bit more sturdy and a bit more firm on the tire itself. And then another tie-down strap. And then another tie-down strap that we would just put around the tire like this, around to the back, just to take a bit of load off the bag itself when you're driving and when you're going over bad roads, and that just take a little bit of load off the bag itself. So mostly that I've seen guys use this for is for carrying wood around, or carrying rubbish in and out of campsites.
Or braai grids.
Or braai grids or stuff like that. Dirty stuff that you don't necessarily also want in your car, and that's perfectly fine if that's what you want to use it for. 100%, that makes sense. We've got a bit of a few different uses for it, and we've got a bit more stuff in it. So Hartzog knows a bit more of everything inside the bag. So take us away.
Morning everybody. Thank you for joining the channel again. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite pieces of equipment I carry around. That's my spare wheel carrier bag. Reason for that is this is a place to store stuff you don't want to put inside your vehicle, like blitz, like gas, medical kit, something like that, because you're maybe not in a position to get out of your vehicle, and then you can tell somebody, in the bag at the back of my vehicle, there's a fire extinguisher, there's a medical kit, a blanket, whatever you need to have. So that is why this is, to me, a perfect thing to carry. I know of an incident in Namibia where a guy had an accident and he was trapped in his vehicle, and his vehicle started to burn, to catch light, and then he can't get out. His feet were trapped. And he said to me that this thing saved his life that day, because he could say to the people who stopped there at the back, zip it open, there's a fire extinguisher, take it out and please extinguish the fire. So this is not a kit bag, or only a kit bag, only something you carry around to let it look nice or something. I carry a two-bag spare wheel carrier. The top bag is stuff I need quickly and fast, like changing a tire, stuff like this. This is some more other kit that I use, but you don't regularly use, so I store in the bottom bag.
Before we open, there's just a few things I think we should run through. As I said earlier, I explained about the ratchets and the ropes we put on the tie-down straps. You'll also see we do lock it. So we just, between the two locks, we do lock it. But when we travel, and like you said now, with where you need to get to a fire extinguisher, when we're traveling the day, we would unlock the top one where that is. So that in case you need to tell someone about that, that is unlocked. And this is a canvas bag. So obviously this one bag itself is not waterproof. You do get waterproof options on the market. I think they're a bit more expensive, but
Yeah.
you do get waterproof options. But as you remember one of our previous hacks videos, and if you haven't watched it, make sure you go watch it. We use thick plastic bags that we put all our gear inside the bag to ensure it stays nice and clean and it doesn't get wet. So
Yes.
yeah, I think I just had to run through those two stuff before we go
Okay.
into the bags itself. So take us through what's inside the bag.
Yes, okay. The idea of the bag is to get kit or stuff inside here that you don't want in your vehicle. I don't want blitz in my vehicle. I don't want gas canisters in my vehicle. I don't want stuff that can leak in my vehicle. That I always used to carry in my spare wheel carrier. This bag has two bags. The top bag is normally the one that you will use most because your kit, for instance, for a flat tire, everything is inside here. It's as simple as open the zip. First thing you'll get there is your wheel spanner, easy and quick. And then, and because of this, nothing is wet in this bag. I mean, it was raining in Cape Town now for a week or what. Nothing. This bag is dripping out of water. Nothing inside this. Because of this 120 ml thick plastic bag, it keeps it dust free and it keeps it dry. Let's start and quickly look what I carry in my bag. I get a lot of questions regarding this. Firstly, fire extinguisher. Okay, but just remember, if you have a powder fire extinguisher like this, you have to replace it quite regularly. But because of the dirt roads and corrugated roads, the powder
it dampens and becomes solid.
Solid at the back.
Yeah.
Then water bladder. When you travel Africa, the guys who do that will know fresh water is not always available. So as you see some next to the road, you just get out this quickly and fill them so that you make sure you've got enough fresh water when it's available. A small socket set. Remember, this is for
it's always handy having a small socket set
yes.
with you. Where you go.
The brush that's actually supposed to be on top, but it was cleaned and I didn't know. So this is before you open a zip, always brush them down. Mud, sand goes in here, brush it out, and the zip will last for a long, long time. Gloves, everybody knows what that's for. Then I've got something, I don't know if a lot of people have this. This is a tire guide. Highlandia has got quite big tires and heavy tires. I struggle to put that on alone. I see once saw this in a 4x4 shop. You put it underneath the jack tire and you put the tire on here. It's got slides. Put the tire, you slide the tire next to the vehicle, lift it up and down until the nuts fit or align with the nuts and the holes in the rim. And you slide the wheel on and you fasten it. So this is, yeah, nice piece of equipment for me. Then this is just easy sandbags. If you quickly need something, as I said, holes in the road, the stuff that the trailer can't get over, we use this. You don't have to unpack the sandbags. It's some sandbags that you can easily use. This is a small medical aid.
Medikit, yeah. Medikit.
And then, with all the tools you quickly need it. Pliers, you know the sizes of the spanners of the vehicle you're driving in. This is just a small spanner kit that you can take out here and easy access to that. This is blitz.
Some emergency blitz. When you forget, there's always a bit of emergency blitz.
Blitz and that. Lastly, a toggle tow. I don't know how many of you are familiar with toggle tower. Nice thing about this is if we want to quickly move a stone or a tree stump or something like that out of the road, it happens in the Cowdam. The elephants constantly push trees over the road, and you can't always drive past. This is a nice piece of rope. You just get it loose. A nice loop around the stump.
Maybe just show them up. Yeah, I think that's a bit out of
Oh,
shot. Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, just make a loop around it, hook it in.
And then to your vehicle, your winch cable or your recovery point, go through and you take it out of the road and quickly to remove again. So that is why I carry 3 topple tower for that. That's the first bag.
Yeah, another thing that you took out
Yeah.
here, and I think it's a worthwhile thing to talk about, why you prefer rather having the plastic clips to the metal clips on the bag.
Yeah, I also get taken out a lot because I use plastic clips. I use plastic clips purely for the fact that I can replace them on the road. And these plastic clips on these bags specifically is around about 4.5 years old. This bag is 4.5 years old. They traveled many thousands of kilometers. So if you look after them, they won't break. I tensioned it once too much and I broke one. If you use a metal thing and the spring inside goes or something like that, that's just my take on it, then you have a problem. So the plastic ones is purely for the fact that I can replace them myself if there's an issue with them. Right.
Yeah, I see there's 1 or 2 more things that you might have missed.
Oh, flip it. Yeah, ground sheet. The ground sheet is very, very important. Changing a tire, giving you shade. In the Namib, there's no shade. Sometimes when we stop in the dunes, we take this from the vehicle downwards and sit next to it. It's nice shade. If you sit under a bush and you throw it over the bush, it's nice shade. I will do a specific
Hack video.
hack video regarding this because this is quite very, very piece of equipment that you can use.
And then lastly, it's just your triangle, your reflective triangle to put behind your car. And now that I've actually got this in my hand, it's something I also want to talk about. What makes this very easy, because I'm usually the one changing the tires, especially if you're driving in a convoy. It happens. Everyone gets a flat tire. Everyone gets a puncture. It happens. What's nice and easy about this is we don't have to unpack our whole car to get to your jack or your spare tire or your wheel spanner or your triangle. It's all in the back there. 5 minutes, tires off, new tires on. You can go again. That's really nice about having all this stuff in the back. And as you said, having the fire extinguisher here, you don't want to even think about it, that something could happen to you on the road or you get an accident. But life also happens. So having maybe a bit of a contingency plan, at least you can tell someone, you can get them in the back there.
Look in the back, yeah.
That can also help. And the other stuff, toolboxes and the socket sets, and that you always need them. Usually, I think it might be because we used it quite recently. Usually, we would have a tire repair kit as well in here. So
I
think we used it on our last trip actually. So
we
have to replace that now that I think about that. But no, so it's definitely it's a very handy thing to have. I think for today's video, we're going to stop it at the top bag. You'll have to stick around till next week to see what we've got in the front bag. But definitely, as I said, a piece of kit that never really leaves the car. That's always there. That's perfect for us. And it carries a lot at the end of the day. But next week, you will see the rest of the bag. You'll see what's in front here. And we'll tell you even more about that. So thanks for joining and happy camping. Until next time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Keep well.